Did you know where you wanted to take that? Was it like, I want to be an anchor? Like, that's the dream at the time?
I don't know how much I thought it through, but yes, I definitely was interested in being an anchor. And when I got this opportunity where so this was a local NBC station in Bangor, Maine. We did not have our own morning show because the morning show was done out of. So the Today Show airs from 7 to 9, or actually now 7 to 11 on NBC stations throughout the country. Local stations usually do their own local news from 5 to 7. We were too small to have that 5 to 7 show, so it was produced out of Portland, which is a larger city to the south, and we would air their morning show. But we did do our own, what are called cut-ins. So when you're watching the Today Show or any major network morning show, you'll see local news cut-ins where the local anchor comes on and does a couple of minutes of news, weather, and traffic. And nobody wanted to do that.
Why not?
I don't know, because you had to get up at 4 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And so I was given the opportunity to do that, and I was like, "That's great! I'll learn how to anchor."
Yeah.
And actually, that changed my life. So I would work these crazy days where I'd have to be up at 4, come in, write all of my own scripts, do the cut-ins, anchoring the cut-ins. I had one blazer that was a hand-me-down from my dad. That was my only jacket I had, and then I would go report stories after that. So I'd work these intense days. Ended up making a reasonable amount of money because I had so much overtime. For a young guy, I think I made like $25,000 or something like that year in 1994. That's not a bad amount of money.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I took a calculated risk.
But it was another 7 years from when you first started until when you got to ABC.
Yeah, but a lot of things happened in there. So I worked
Yeah.
in Bangor for about a year. Then I was given an offer at age 23 to move to Portland, Maine, where I was the weekend anchor. And I looked like I didn't even have a driver's license. But I was the weekend anchor on this big NBC station in Portland, Maine. And during the week, I was a reporter. And then I moved to Boston, where I worked for sort of a local cable outlet. I don't know if you're from New York City, right? Or New Jersey.
Yeah.
So do you know New York One, which is or
I'm sure I've seen it, yeah.
Do you know News 12 New Jersey? Which is
I don't know. I don't think I spent much time watching the local news.
So
personally,
in lots of major metro areas, they have a 24-hour local cable news. And in Boston, it's called NECN, New England Cable News. And so I worked for them, and it was a great station. And then after 7 years of being in local news, I got the call to go to ABC.
that's a long time. I feel like over that time, you probably built up a lot of confidence. And was there a moment when, or at least a year, when you were like, "Oh, I got this"?
No.
Like,
Definitely not.
yeah.
No, I didn't.
Today, like you've got it now, right?
My worst moments are when I have that kind of confidence. My best moments are when I'm worried, but not so worried that I'm paralyzed.
Sure.
So I find that I'm at my best when I'm a little bit uncertain and have what the Buddhists would call beginner's mind. So I don't assume that I know everything, and that allows for a certain amount of spontaneity. But I make my worst mistakes when I'm like, yeah, I got this.